Chickasaw storytelling takes on a variety of forms, from oral histories to feature films to stories told through traditional arts like jewelry, music, and strongbows. There's never been a better time for our nation's history to thrive.
Arts have been at the center of Chickasaw culture for generations, and the tradition continues through workshops offered by the Arts and Humanities Department.
We have classes, visual arts classes for adults and for children, also for employees. We do basic drawing, painting, sculpture, mosaic work, all different types of classes and for all ages. And we do those here in Ada, and also we have had classes in Sulphur at the Artesian Gallery and Studios.
In addition to the visual arts classes, there are also classes for people who are interested in music. Children can join the youth choir and learn to play the guitar.
We teach the guitar lessons on a weekly basis. They check out the guitar to use for practice. They take it home and practice, and then they have the opportunity to earn the guitar to keep.
The instructors over all of the workshops take the time to mentor students so they grow in their craft. A personal connection is an important part of passing down Chickasaw history as a part of the storytelling workshop each year.
Storytelling is an oral tradition that's passed down. Those storytellers are few and far between. And so we're going to need to find more and more storytellers. And that's something that's really important in the tribe, that tradition to keep.
The nation tells stories in the traditional way and in a more modern way through plays that are performed in the Black Box Theater or at the annual meeting. There's also a class especially for people who want to perform in movies called Acting for the Camera.
That's a very different thing, acting on stage and then acting on the camera.
The nation believes the class will be very popular as it continues working on movies like Teata, which was filmed in 2014.
It's important for us to offer these classes to help our Chickasaws so that they will be ready when these opportunities come about.
Actors, musicians, and other artists can also take a class to help them present themselves professionally.
When you walk into that interview, that interviewer is probably going to ask for your portfolio, and you need to be ready. That's something that people have to learn how to build, is an actual portfolio. Depending on what type of artwork you're working in, you may need a portfolio with all your visual, different types of artwork.
For many, nature is the ultimate muse. The Tishomingo Wildlife Refuge is filled with historic sites and animals to inspire artists of all ages.
In 1918, the Chapman family purchased 13,000 acres. It was all farming, rich farming land. They built a showplace of Oklahoma. They tell me it was the most beautiful place in the state of Oklahoma. When the Denison Dam was built, it put all of this area in a floodplain. So the federal government came in and purchased the land, and they had to move. The refuge was formed in 1946, and the rest is history of how the refuge became Tishomingo National Wildlife Refuge. We have lots of deer, a bobcat, occasional mountain lion. Refuge is real close to my heart, always has been. It's a real personal thing to me, this refuge. I think of the refuge and I think of freedom. You can come out, pitch a quilt under a shade tree. No one's going to intrude on you, no one's going to bother you. And it's just a serene, quiet, wonderful place to come. This is our land. This is our refuge. It belongs to everyone. And I mean, I don't care what state you're from, you come to Tishomingo, this is your home.
One Chickasaw artisan has taken his talents to the silver screen. Eric Smith is proud to use traditional methods to create historically accurate bows for Hollywood's A-listers.
I got a phone call and they said, we're making a movie, we're interested in some bows and arrows. So when they told me that they were going to try to do everything in this movie to be as historically accurate as humanly possible, I knew that I wanted to be involved. And then when The Revenant went on to win many Oscars, I was very pleased. They represented us in a beautiful way. Every time I go to the woods to collect materials, my mind often wanders and I think, who was here before me? I'm doing the same thing that my people did hundreds, if not thousands of years ago. I've always been very aware that I was Chickasaw because it is a great nation. It was, it is, and I believe it always will be.
To learn more about available arts workshops and other ways to be creative within the Chickasaw Nation, visit chickasaw.net.